Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. May peace, mercy and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be upon all of you. Welcome dear students to my class. So far we have studied the types of nouns. And today we are going to discuss about the fundamental aspect of nouns, and that is functions of nouns. So what are the functions of noun? अभी तक जो हमने nouns के बारे में पढ़ा है, हमने nouns की मुख्तलिफ अक़साम पढ़ी. So we have discussed a contrast, a distinction between proper noun and common noun, countable noun and uncountable noun, abstract noun and concrete noun. So we have discussed also collective nouns. So today we are going to discuss about the functions of nouns. How a function, how a noun works in a sentence. What kind of function it serves in a particular sentence. So today आज हम पढ़ने जा रहे हैं कि जो noun है ये एक sentence में क्या रोल अदा करता है, किस अहमियत का ये रोल अदा करता है, कौन सी अहमियत ये रखता है एक जुमले में, किसी भी सेंटेंस में. सो आज हम वही पढ़ने जा रहे हैं, functions of nouns. तो this is very important. This is very crucial as far as structure of language or sentences is concerned. Okay, now so first fundamental, the function of noun is it functions as a subject of a verb. So when we have a verb in any sentence of English language, any sentence, when we have verb, so we may have two entities, two units. For example, this is verb. जब हमारे पास verb है, तो यानी कि इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज में कोई भी फ़ेल है तो हमारे पास दो चीज़ें अमूमन अक्सर होती हैं. एक the doer of action and another is receiver of the action. एक फ़ाइल होता है जिसको आप उर्दू में फ़ाइल बोलते हैं और एक मफ़ऊल होता है जिसको आप रिसीवर ऑफ द एक्शन, यानी एक चीज़ वो होती है जो उस एक्शन, जो उस पर्टिकुलर एक्शन को परफॉर्म करता है, और एक चीज़ वो होती है जिस पे वो एक्शन परफॉर्म किया जा रहा हो या किया जाता है. तो as far as this contrast, this distinction between the doer and the receiver is concerned, we are going to discuss in detail. So first let's talk about how does a noun functions as a subject of the verb. Let me take a simple example. So I wrote a simple sentence, Abdullah ate an apple. Now, as far as this sentence is concerned, the main verb of this sentence, अगर हम देखेंगे, अगर हम ध्यान देंगे, तो इस sentence में हमारे पास जो main verb है, that is ate. This is main verb and it is past form of eat. Okay, so this sentence is in simple past. Okay. अब इस एक्शन, इस काम को का एक डूअर है दैट इज़ अब्दुल्ला, और इस काम का जो एट द रिसीवर्स एंड है दैट इज़ एन एप्पल। ओके, तो एनी नाउन which performs as a duo of any action in any word, that particular noun is known as subject of the verb. Hence Abdullah is a proper noun, और हमें पता है हमने अब्दुल्ला को हासिल किया as subject of the verb. So by this simple example we understand a noun can function as a subject of the verb. तो ये हो गया subject of the verb. दूसरा function as noun functions as an object of the verb. तो हम यही एग्जाम्पल लेंगे जैसा मैंने अभी कहा या इससे पहले कहा कि जो मेन वर्ब है एट, इसका जो फाइल है यानी इस एक्शन को परफॉर्म करने वाला है दैट इज़ अब्दुल्ला, एंड एट रिसीवर्स एंड वी हैव एन एप्पल जिस पे काम किया गया है, या विच इज़ एट द रिसीवर्स एंड दैट इज़ एप्पल, एंड एप्पल इज़ अ कॉमन नाउन. So now we have अब जहाँ तक एप्पल की बात है तो दिस is the object of the verb. Hence we can say a noun can function as an object of the verb, main verb. Similarly, likely as the noun functions as the subject of the verb, similarly a noun can function or it can take a position of an object of the main verb. So these are the two things we have to understand very keenly and very thoroughly. So now let's move ahead. उसके बाद जो तीसरा फंक्शन है, okay, I will give an example first. Okay, Ahmad gave Abdullah a pen. So this is a simple sentence. अब यहाँ पर आप ध्यान रखिए कि इस सेंटेंस का जो मेन वर्ब है that is gave and which is the past form of give. So this is verb, this is main verb. अब इस एक्शन को परफॉर्म करने वाला जो doer of this action is, that is Ahmad. So Ahmad is the doer of this particular action, give. And if it is doer, hence it is the subject of the verb. अब यहाँ पर हमारे पास दो नाउन और है, एक अब्दुल्ला है और एक पेन है. तो कुल मिला के इस सेंटेंस में 3 नाउन्स है, अहमद, Abdullah and pen. 2 are proper nouns, Ahmad and Abdullah, and a pen that is a common noun. Now, अब यहाँ पर एक चीज़ हमें अंडरस्टैंड करनी है, जो चीज़ हमें जाननी है या समझनी है वो ये है कि इन दो में मेन ऑब्जेक्ट क्या है, or you can say what is the actual object or the direct object of this action. तो to know, to understand the object of the verb, the direct object of the verb, you have to understand, you have to know that असल काम किस पे हुआ है, which is the actual receiver of the action. और यहाँ पर जो मेन काम हुआ है वो पेन पे हुआ है. तो जिस ऑब्जेक्ट पे मेन काम हुआ है, जिस ऑब्जेक्ट पे मेन काम हुआ है, दैट ऑब्जेक्ट इज नोन एज डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट. और जिसके लिए काम किया गया है इनडायरेक्टली, तो दैट इज नोन एज इनडायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट. सो आई होप, मुझे उम्मीद है कि ये क्लियर हुआ होगा व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट एंड इनडायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट. तो इस एग्जाम्पल को बयान करने के बाद मैं कह सकूंगा या मैं बता सकूंगा कि एक नाउन either it can function or it can take position of a subject of the verb, or it can take a position of a direct object or of an indirect object. Yeah, simply we can say that a noun can be a subject of the verb, it can be a direct object of the verb, it can be an indirect object of the main verb. So now further, a noun can be a cognate object of any sentence, of a particular sentence. And what is that thing? तो cognate object को समझने के लिए I will write a simple sentence here. I dreamt a strange dream. If we analyze this sentence, we have I. This is the subject of the verb and that's pronoun. Dreamt is the past form of verb dream. तो बेटा यहाँ पर आप एक ख्याल रखिएगा, जो ड्रीम वर्ड है you can use it as a noun, you can use it as a verb. It depends. So actually जब हम कहते हैं कोई word noun है या adjective है या verb है whatever, तो असल में देखना ये होता है what kind of function it provides in a sentence. ये किसका काम दे रहा है? ये noun का काम दे रहा है तो noun है, ये verb का काम दे रहा है तो verb है. तो यहाँ पर जो dreamt है it is the past form of dream. So I dreamt a strange dream. मैंने एक बड़ा अजीब गरीब ख्वाब देखा, अजीब गरीब सपना देखा. अब ये जो ख्वाब है, this dream, this is noun. और इस noun को यानी इस dream word को जो modify करता है इसके meaning को, that is strange and hence it is adjective. Okay. Now I dreamt a strange dream. यहाँ पर अगर मैं आपसे पूछूं या अगर आप ध्यान देंगे, इस सेंटेंस में दो वर्ड ऐसे हैं जो माना के एतबार से एक दूसरे के एकन हैं, यानी कि they are akin in meaning to one another. That is dreamt and dream. माने के एतबार से ये मिलते जुलते हैं. तो remember my dear students, when a word, especially an object of a sentence, is akin to the meaning of its main verb, that very object is known as cognate object. तो आपने ये याद रखना है, जब किसी सेंटेंस का ऑब्जेक्ट अपने मेन वर्ब के हम माना हो, यानी माने के एतबार से वो मिलता जुलता हो, तो ऐसे ऑब्जेक्ट को हम cognate object कहते हैं. तो यहाँ पर जो ड्रीम है, this is cognate object. Hence, this is the another function of noun. A noun can function as a cognate object in a sentence. So here dream is a cognate object. इसी तरह अगर मैं दूसरी एग्जाम्पल दूंगा, if we take another example, like we have she sighed a deep sigh. She sighed a deep sigh. And here sighed, it has been used, it is the past form of verb sigh, because sigh you can use like dream, you can use it as noun, you can use it as verb. So here it has been used as verb, past form of sigh. And here this sigh, it is noun. But it also functions as an object of this verb. But it is akin to the meaning of sigh. So in this way, this is cognate object. So let's move on. Another function we have complement. It can function as a complement of the verb. And how is that? Before that, we have to understand what is a complement. And to understand this concept, to understand this word complement, I will give you a simple example. For example, I will write a word. All of us, you, me, all of us, we know generally those people who study English as their first language or second language or third language, whatever. We all those who know somehow English, they know that a sentence has two parts, subject and predicate. Now, for example, I will write a simple sentence. The child slept. The child slept. And in this sentence, this is subject, because child is the subject of the main verb slept, and slept is the past form of sleep. Okay. Now the thing is, you have to understand, this slept, it comes in the category of predicate. Hence you can say this is a complete sentence. ये माने के एतबार से complete जुमला है, complete sentence है. So बच्चा सो गया, that's it. अब जाहिर मैं क्या कहना चाहता हूँ कि generally most of the sentences जब उनमें main verb आता है तो that sentence is complete most of the times, not always, वो तो आगे आपको पता चलेगा, most of the times. Okay. Now इसके बजाय, in contrast to this sentence, I will write another sentence. I will write the child seems. The child seems. Can you say that this sentence is complete? Or can you say that if this is subject, this is a complete predicate? Can you say that? I don't think so, because this is incomplete sentence. ये incomplete है माना के एतबार से, you cannot call it a complete sentence in meaning, in terms of sense. So the child seems, बच्चा लग रहा है. क्या लग रहा है? We do not know. Unless we put a particular word here to complete the predicate, only then we can say this is a complete sentence. So remember here one thing, a verb which does not complete its predicate, is known as verb of incomplete predication. So here seems is verb of incomplete predication, VOIP, verb of incomplete predication. So because our predicate that is very incomplete, so you can call it verb of incomplete predication. Now if I put a word, the child seems happy, I write, if I write the child seems happy, or I put here a word happy and it is adjective. This word happy completes the predicate of this verb of incomplete predication. Hence, this is known as complement of the verb. Hence, this is a complement of the verb. So I hope, मुझे उम्मीद है आपको समझ आया होगा कि complement of the verb क्या होता है. Complement of the verb is any word, it can be noun, it can be adjective, any word that completes the predicate of a sentence or that completes the verb of incomplete predication.